What up guys, Dab Plays here. In today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how I edit my YouTube shorts using Premiere Pro. You can also post these shorts to TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook to maximize your overall growth on the internet. This was recorded live on my stream and I figured it would be something that everyone would want to watch. But keep in mind this wasn't recorded with the mindset that it was going to be a YouTube video later, so it's a bit lengthy, but it goes over exactly how I edit my short form PUBG mobile content. This workflow works for many different types of footage, whether it be regular gameplay, mobile gameplay, or a video that you shot on your phone. One thing I want to clarify really quick is that a YouTube short is a video that's edited in vertical format and less than 60 seconds long. If you find something useful from this video and want to help me out, remember to go down below and hit the like button, and at 500 likes, I'm going to show you guys how I edit my longer videos. Comment down below if you're confused or have a question. I'll be replying to anyone who asks. Okay, subscribe or I eat your cookies. Let's go. Okay, first is first. You gotta blank everything, right? Everything right here is blank. We open up my files. We go to my stuff. Scroll all the way down to the bottom. It's this. Yeah. This clip. Okay. So we take that clip in and we just like click and drag it into this little area down here. Once you got the raw clip in, I gotta delete these extra audio tracks because I don't need them. We gotta find where I knocked the first guy. And I think that was... Yeah. So I'm gonna come right before these shots start happening right here. You can see the sound wave. And then I'm just gonna cut right there. And we're just gonna delete everything before that. Get rid of all that stuff. Alright, let's scroll back into this. I knocked those guys out. I come up here. Here, we'll cut that right there. Wait, how long is it in total? It's like... Maybe we don't cut anything. That makes it even faster. As you can see right here, this is where I scream squad wipe. So we can cut it. I might need it to be fast for the sound I'm gonna put behind it. So it can't be super short. Alright, what's that? 35 seconds. All right, I can work with that. That's not too short, not too long. Okay, so what we do from here, first of all, I need to fix my canvas. So we go to sequence settings and I change this from 1920 by 1080, which is your standard like 16 by 9 format, to a 9 by 16 format. You just do that by swapping the numbers. So I switch this to 1080 and the other one to 1920. And then it changes our canvas up here at the top. As you can see, it's now it's like that, right? So now we need to make 2 copies of the video file, right? Like the top, this here at the top is the video, and then these 2 bottom things are the audio tracks. So you can do that by clicking, you know, copy and bringing your playhead over here and pasting. But the faster way to do that is just by holding down left alt and then just dragging a copy of it above. And it just makes a fresh copy. Now, instead of making this super fast and complicated where you guys really want to understand what I'm doing, I have a whole list of like presets over here saved, but I'm not going to use them because that's cheating and I can do that later. But for the sake of showing you guys, what we're going to do first is I'm going to move this top one away. The bottom one is our gameplay, right? So what we want to do is we want to kind of make it fit a little bit. Kind of want to mess with the size of it here. Make sure it's center, drag it down. You want to leave a fair amount at the top. And the way I judge it, that's about a typical, like... Yeah. So when you come to here, see, boom, that's smack dab in the middle. Everything's chilling. Now, really quickly, we come over to the second portion. And we want to move it over really quick so we can see what we're working with here. Now we go over to the crop panel, or the effects panel, and we type in crop. We pull the crop effect over, and then over here on the left-hand side, you can... I think I might be covering them, but over here is some effects controls. And you can adjust the left, top, right, and bottom percentages of the crop. And what we're going to do here is just crop everything but my camera out. So I can just drag these until everything's nice and cropped out. Literally, I have presets that I have all of the end product already ready to go. if I just wanted to drag one thing over, but for the sake, I'm just going to show you guys how you create the preset. Here, let's make it a little bit bigger so we can see what we're working with. I just need to get a little bit more of the top and left. I typically like to have just right above my hat and like right below my chin. Right about there. That's like typically where I like. So now we can drag this back over. It's all in sync and everything. And now you just make it bigger. Like that. You want to get that to fit in there as good as you can get it. Without, you don't want to take up too much room with like your personality at the top. So that's about like a 70-30 split. I'll take it. One thing I want to do really quick is I want to flip the camera view because that's like a funky camera view. So really quickly, I'll nest the camera sequence and I'll come over here to the effects thing and you just type in horizontal and you drag a horizontal flip effect over it. Now that that's flipped over, just come up here. I have like stuff that I save over here, right here, this orange thing. Pull that over. Also, while we're in there, I'll go to my branding folder, icons, branding, dab logo. So I have presets to put these in where I want them to, but I'll show you guys just really quickly. There's several ways you can like adjust how these look and size and everything. But the way I do it is I don't stack them on top of each other like this. I'll separate them and I'll take the top one. I just double click it in the middle of the screen, resize it and move it, right? It's a little bit too big. Oh, that's a little too small. Put that, yeah, that's about right. We'll put the orange bar now. So with the orange bar, you just basically want to, again, take another crop filter, effect filter, put it on, and you just want to crop the top all the way down until it's like this little. I have a preset for this, but this is how you make that. And now once we got it cropped, we just drag it up. Makes a nice little buffer in between the camera and the gameplay. Okay. Okay, now that we got that like that, we can resize this one more time. Put it where, that's about right actually for the branding. Let's go. All right, now we drag these to the front, stretch them all the way out to the entire clip. All right, right here when I scream squad wipe. Squad wipe. Okay, that's a little bit of a pause in between there, so I kind of want to cut off some of that, like about that much. All right, now that famous thing you guys like to see me do at the end is when the camera shakes and stuff. That's all done with effects. So we come over here to presets. I can't really make these. Just download these off the internet. I don't know how to make these presets, hence why I downloaded them. So I have something called the Ultimate Earthquake preset pack, and I normally use the gentle shake, and it'll go on my camera, the orange bar, the branding, and oh, one more step before we do that. Ooh, one more step. Let's add the text, like the little subtitles. So you can hit T on your keyboard and it'll switch it into text mode, or you can hit the little T on the sidebar in your little tools panel. Just tap it once so it adds a little text bar up at the top above all your videos. You go into the effects controls over on the left hand side and you can adjust the font, the centering. You can make it bold, italicized. You can add a stroke to it. You can add a shadow to it. You do a lot of stuff over here. So what I normally do is I automatically make sure it's set to center. I'm going to type something in there really quick. Just the word we're going to use. Put squad wipe there. I'm going to go ahead and center it where center kind of feels for me. All right, now we're going to highlight the text. We'll come back over to the effects controls panel. And we're going to switch the font from Minion Pro to one that I always use in my videos, which is called Mont, M-O-N-T. We'll scroll down a little bit more. My cam might be covering this. I'm trying to scroll up above it. So we can change the stroke. We can turn it on and then we can change the color to black. I always set it to like a 17-point stroke. Now if you see right there below my face cam, you got that kind of font you see in all my shorts. Now the thing to make it pop, the way you make it pop It's kind of an easy one to explain. If you scroll all the way down to the effects control for the text source, in the video section, you can change the scaling. So you want to go to the very beginning of it and set a keyframe and then go 4 frames in. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can just hit it on your D-pad or your directional pad or whatever. And then you want to change the scaling to 120, then hit enter, go forward 3 more steps, change it to 115. I have a preset for this, so I don't ever have to like do this over and over. And then now when it comes up on screen, it's got this nice little popping effect. And now that we got the text up there, we'll take the gentle shake from the Ultimate Earthquake pack, and we'll add that on there. Gotta bring this up a little bit. Okay. I gotta do one more thing. And let me go to where I have the sound. It's called No Service right here. So let me turn this down because that's already too loud. I always turn it down to like negative 24 decibels. Alright, yeah, that's about where I want to start it. I want the beat to drop like right there, I think. All right, we'll adjust where the beat drops here in just a second. But okay, so here's a rough draft of what it looks like to start. Okay. I can add a subtitle right there too where I say, okay, that takes 2 seconds. What? And then boom, short over. All right, now to see how it loops really quick, because on most of the platforms where I'm gonna put this piece of content, it loops for the viewer. So I'll take it all and I'll highlight it and I'll do that alt drag thing. And then we have a second copy of it. And now we can go back to the ending and see how the loop is gonna catch too. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. I'm down with that. All right, and that is a short done.